government.
So Nigerian government.
Bring back our girls.
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 I cannot imagine, because their lives have been disrupted, turned upside down, and I really don't want to speculate, but nobody will be comfortable, at peace, and experiencing any kind of joy if they've been abducted.
Up until now, the story hadn't been heard, and we still need for it to be heard. So our work doesn't end here. We'll go home and continue.
You know, Nigeria is still a very patriarchal society. I grew up in Nigeria when I was about age 4 to 12. I was there for 7 years. I was a young girl just like these girls who were abducted. I was in school when I was pickpocketed by an older man, so I know how vulnerable young girls in Nigeria are at this age. You know, this lack of concern for girls and women in Nigeria, it's part of the colonial baggage that the Nigerian government has adopted by its colonial masters, and we need to move forward. We need to stand in solidarity and say, you know what, enough is enough. We want our girls back, and we want them back now.
I have nieces in Nigeria.
I have nieces in Nigeria.
They're going to school in Nigeria.
They're going to school in Nigeria.
Nobody has abducted them.
Nobody has abducted them.
But I am outraged.
But I am outraged.
I'm outraged because these children have been abducted.
I'm outraged because these children have been abducted.
We're here because this is a cause that matters to me. This is happening in my home country of Nigeria. And when I heard the news on BBC, I knew that this was something I wanted to be a part of, this protest today.
So I'm coming from New Jersey. My friend is a New York City blogger, lifestyle blogger, and I saw on her news feed that she was coming to this event, and I'm like, I need to be there. There needs to be more awareness about this. I'm horrified that children anywhere could be kidnapped and taken from their family and their school, and I think it's disgusting, and I think it's disgusting that no one's doing anything about it.
I'm a mother.
I'm a mother.
My kids are in school.
My kids are in school.
They're safe.
They're safe.
This is what I want for all Nigerian children.
This is what I want for all Nigerian children.
And this is what I want for all the world's children.
And this is what I want for all the world's children.
This is what I want for all the girls in Nigeria.
This is what I want for all the girls in Nigeria.
And the Nigerian government should not relax.
And the Nigerian government should not relax
until it reunites these girls with their parents.
Until it reunites these girls with their parents.
And it shouldn't relax.
And it shouldn't relax.
Until all Nigerians feel that this is a safe country.
Until all Nigerians feel this is a safe country.
A country where they would have a hope for a better future.
A country where they have a hope for a better future.
Where Nigeria would realize its dreams and aspirations.
Where Nigeria realizes its dreams and aspirations.
So we are not going to relax.
So we are not going to relax.
And we are not going to be at peace.
And we are not going to be at peace.
Until these girls are brought back.
Until these girls are brought back.
And they're united with their families.
And they're united with their families.
But we know that these people are not kids of like politicians, they're not kids of rich people, so they will not get the attention that's needed. We need to be their voice, because those kids are going to be lost there and no one will care about them. If it was in Lagos State and a big politician or any one of the richest black men in the country that are Nigerians, it would have been a big deal by now. So we need to be their voice out here and hope that other countries could stand up for us and get these kids back, because I know that definitely rape is the lowest thing that will happen to these kids. So we're hoping that they could come back alive and safe, and we want to get it done now, no waiting anymore.
Bring back our girls! Bring back our girls! Bring back our girls!
Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Fatima. A lot has been said about the kidnapping of the almost 300 female students in Chibok, Nigeria, but so little has been done. It's been over 2 months now since the girls were abducted from their school while preparing for their exams, and they are yet to be rescued. All we know is that they are in the Sambisa forest with Boko Haram militants being held against their will. Although there have been military intervention and international protests, there's still no sign of the girls returning to their respective homes and families. To better understand this ordeal and the movements behind it, I have Nkechi Ogbodo, the president and founder of Kechie's project, who will give us her perspectives of the Bring Back Our Girls campaign and what her organization has been doing to fight for the girls to be returned safely. Sitting here is Nkechi Ogbodo. She's the Nigerian American committed to empowering girls of color in Africa and America. She believes in providing girls in Africa access to education while exposing girls here in America to the rich cultural history of Africa. Kechie earned a Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science from CUNY Lehman College and a Master's of Arts in International Relations from the City University of New York. She's been involved with the Bring Back Our Girls campaign and has a message for her beloved Nigeria. Miss Nkechi, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Quite welcome.
Thank you.
So I understand that you recently held an event here in New York concerning the abducted girls. Please tell me about it.
We, of course, you know that we have an organization, Kechie's Project, which is about the empowerment of girls through education. And our organization was founded in December of 2010. So before all this kidnapping of the Chibok girls, we have been doing things by empowering girls. We believe in the education of girls. We believe that when you empower a girl through education, she's going to come back to educate her family and her community.
Exactly.
And especially in Nigeria and especially in Africa. So we have been doing things before this Chibok thing, but the Chibok actually became the tip of the iceberg for everyone, especially because of the number of girls that were involved. And we thought about it when we heard the news. We thought that being an organization that empowers girls, if we don't do anything, if we don't stand up for these girls, if we don't speak up for these girls, that will go against the mission of our organization. So our organization, we were actually one of the first to organize a rally. And we wanted not just to organize a rally, we wanted to be heard. We wanted our government to hear our voices. So we decided to take the rally to the seat of the Nigerian government in New York City. So we held a very successful rally. The mayor of New York was there, Bill de Blasio, his wife and his daughter, along with Reverend
Sharpton.
Yes,
I
they
saw
were
the
there.
pictures.
They were there with us, standing together with us, denouncing that the Boko Haram returned over 234 girls that were kidnapped. And we have been on it ever since then. And recently, about 2 weeks ago, we also organized a panel discussion at the Church Center at the United Nations. We invited some guest speakers, some wonderful, amazing people, women and young girls in diaspora. They were all there. We flew in one of the major players in Nigeria, one of the big supporters of the Bring Back Our Girls in Nigeria. She flew in from Abuja to join our panel discussion. So we're having on it, and we're planning another event soon. Yes.
So which brings me to my next question. If you're connected to people back home there in Chibok?
If we are connected?
Yes.
No, we are not. We are not, but we believe that we are working on one of our guest speakers at the panel discussion. Actually, he's from Borno State.
Okay.
Yes, he was born in Philadelphia. His father used to be the deputy governor of Borno State.
Okay.
So we brought him, to add as a voice, or to give a voice, to our panel, being that, he's from that area, his family, he knows a lot about the Chibok. But hopefully, before the end of the year, I hope that we'll get an opportunity, to travel to Nigeria and also visit Chibok, and hopefully add more girls from Chibok to our organization, among those that we're going to be sponsoring.
So how involved is the Nigerian government? And if they are not, how do you feel about that?
I was actually very disappointed, with the fact that they did not actually jump on this, react on this right away to find out, the whereabouts of these girls. It took a long time, and I know that they said they have reasons not to jump on it, but I believe that the lives of over 276 girls.
Yes.
We make anyone who's a mother, who's a father, who's a sister, who's a brother, who's an uncle to jump and see, oh my God, even if it's just one life, you know, it is every single life of anybody in Nigeria should matter to our president.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it should matter. And the first time that I heard about this situation in Nigeria, with the Chibok girls, I thought I was having a bad dream. And being somebody, about 3 years ago in 2010, my own mother was kidnapped in Nigeria.
Wow.
And my mother was gone for 8 weeks. These people that kidnapped my mom, they were demanding money from my family, and it was the weakest point of my father's life. And we finally got our mom back, and a month later, my father died. So this whole thing with the Chibok girls, it's something that
personal.
It's very personal. So when you see me going all the way, fighting to give a voice to these girls, it's because I've been there. My mom, she never really recovered emotionally and physically, and because the pain never goes away, it's always there with you. And it's been there with my family, and I feel for the families of these girls, and I feel for these young girls that are so vulnerable. They're teenagers. They have nobody to fight for them. My own mother couldn't even fight for herself.
So imagine.
Imagine these young little girls. So this is something that we really have to continue the pressure and continue to put the pressure on the international community for all of us to continue to stand for these girls until they are found.
You touched on feelings. My question to you is, how do you think the girls are feeling right now?
Oh my God, I get emotional every single day. I cry, sometimes I cry. I comfort myself that the only thing that we have to do is to continue to fight for them. And I can imagine a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old, being in a situation. They must have been so traumatized, scared, violated. Oh my God, I can't even begin to imagine the situation that they are in right now.
So for anybody who's out there watching who wants to partake in your organization's activities or wants more information, how can they do so?
We have a website. We are all over Facebook. We have like 3 groups on Facebook, plus but the one that I really would like our audience or your audience to join us on, go on Facebook and find Kechie's project page. The one that says page is the one to like, because that's our fan page. And also we have our website. It is www.kechiesproject.org, and you can make a donation. You can join us. Let's help our girls. Let's empower our women in Nigeria, and let's add more girls, or let's educate more girls. So you can go to our website in any capacity. You can be a volunteer. You can come to our events. We need whatever area of expertise that you are in, you want to share with us, you want to be a part of our organization, please join us. Let's move Nigeria forward, and let's move our women and girls forward.
Before I forget, what project are you working on next? Just so our viewers know what they can get into.
We are planning an event coming up. We're planning about 3 events. And before I forget, we have, before I forget, actually, I did not mention the fact that we also have a mentorship program in Harlem, New York.
Exactly.
Harlem is our home base, and we have our mentorship program. Currently, we are working with Bread and Roses High School in Harlem, and we've been working with them for over 2 years. And we have our mentorship program, which every month, once a month, we bring in guest speakers to the school. And these guest speakers are accomplished women in our communities. We bring them as guest speakers to come to the school to speak to the girls in our multicultural group. And some of these girls are from different countries in Africa. They are here, they're new to this country, and a lot of them are here to get an education. And at first, meeting these girls, you see that they were all trying to blend in with their new culture. So our cultural mentorship program is about finding the similarities, the things that we have in common, you know, with our fellow brothers and sisters here in America, those that were born here, you know, sharing our food, our way of life, and finding this the things that we have in common instead of the typical stereotypes that exist in our communities.
Bridging the gap.
Bridging the gap. And then so we bring in these women accomplishing our society, because I totally believe that when girls see people that look like them, you know, that are also accomplished, they will begin to say, if this person can do this, then I can equally do that. So we bring in these women, you know, to the school. They come in to share their stories, you know, the things that they've been through, the struggle that they went through before they finally made it. And it's been very inspiring for our girls also.
Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Fatima.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for your time as well.
Thank you.
Sure.
So there you have it, viewers. That was Nkechi from Kechie's project. Please do something and help bring our girls back. Stay tuned. Next up is the street trivia, where I ask about the Bring Back Our Girls movement. Stay tuned. So have you heard about the Bring Back Our Girls campaign?
No, I didn't.
If you haven't heard about it, you're not from this world at all.
Have you heard about the Bring Back Our Girls campaign?
Yes, I have.
What is it about?
It's about the girls that have been kidnapped in Nigeria by the North people.
Yes, I've seen a lot of it on Twitter actually, and I know some of it. Yes.
It's about the 200 or plus girls that got kidnapped while they were trying to take their exams at a school in Nigeria.
I think it's a shame that they weren't able to rescue them. I mean, they know about it, but I guess if they do try, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. So you don't know what to say, really.
What about
it's a shame, though, really.
It is. It's a terrible shame. What's going on in Nigeria? I've heard. I mean, I'm hearing about it from people from Nigeria. It's horrible. I was a social worker with the wars that are going on, and women are getting raped, and women are getting. Oh, it's horrible.
Being that it's all over social media like Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, do you think that type of activism is effective?
Yeah, especially in the internet. Yeah, people definitely look at it and be like, wow, we should do something about it.
I think it's very effective. I think social media is the #1 effective way to get your point across or your message across within the world. I mean, unless you live in certain third world countries, developing nations, where, you know, you don't have that kind of access to social media or internet, so on and so forth. But predominantly, most of the world has that kind of access. So I think it's very effective.
I definitely think that stuff being all over social media, it has brought a light to Nigeria that maybe wasn't on Nigeria before. And because it's such a negative light, I feel like that made the eyes of our government a little bit more open, and hopefully that made them a little bit more aware of the things that they are doing that are not right.
Yes, I think it is. Because, but you have to get the word out, though, to more people. You know, I think stations like BET and other black stations and enterprises, I think they need to do more and put the word out more. You know, let people really know what's going on in their country and to buy from free trade people. And I think that should be advertised more on BET and other stations like that.
What about you?
I feel the same way he does, that more people should know. A lot of people are not caring about it. I mean, they do care, but they're kept in the dark, so they really don't know what's going on. And if you're poor, all you're concerned about is just eating. You don't care really about social causes and all that, you know. It's a shame with you, but it's all greed. It's all it is. It's all greed. More, me. And I don't want to share anything with you. But there's enough to go around. That's the whole point. There's enough to go around. They don't have to be greedy. Right. They're not informed.
Like, I won't buy a diamond. I know where they come from. I know where most of them are mined. So I won't buy one. I didn't want an engagement ring, a blood diamond. No.
The same thing. Just got married.
Yes, it is effective to bring awareness of the problem, but I feel like it's more like talking than doing. So we just gotta, I feel like we actually have to really do something aside from just like spreading it from social media.
Definitely, because the fact that a lot of people are hearing about it, even American celebrities are hearing about it, it's probably gonna help bring those girls back. I heard the U.S. troop went to Nigeria to help out too, so definitely it helped out. Yeah, so yeah, it's effective.
would like to say that many efforts have gone out in hopes that Boko Haram will release the kidnapped Chibok girls, and yet they are still out there helpless. Is social network activism effective, or are people just nonchalant towards issues in Africa in general? My question to you is, who is to blame for this current state of things in Africa with politics and corruption? That's all the time we have for today. Please send us your questions and concerns to InsideTheDiaspora@gmail.com. Also connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at InsideDiaspora. Thanks for watching. See you next time as I uncover more stories from the diaspora.